Hello everybody, Shinjo here, and welcome back to another anime breakdown, and this is for the summer season. Fair warning, I'm recording this roughly a month before the season starts, so if anything hasn't been announced, then I wouldn't know about it. At most, I think the only issue would be the official beginning dates for some of these shows, but anyway, this is the best time that I had to record it. So beginning, this is going to be really easy to begin with. JJK second season. I am 100% going to be watching this. I still haven't watched the movie, so hopefully by the time that this comes out, I have about a month to watch the movie, so hopefully I'll be able to watch it by then. Mushoku Tensei, what is that, the second season? Haven't seen the first season. I've heard mixed feelings about it. Masamune's Revenge. Haven't seen the first part of it. Bleach. I am watching through the original Bleach right now, so I can't say much about this. Horimiya, meanwhile, I am going to put on here. If I'm not mistaken, the stories featuring from the manga, not adapted into the main anime. Okay. And Rent-A-Girlfriend, I gotta be honest, I didn't care about the second season. I never watched the second season. It seemed like it's getting down to the route of hot trash, so I don't know. A lot of people might enjoy it. I didn't care how they treated Sumi in the first season, giving her screen time in the last 3 episodes. Hopefully we'll be able to actually get onto some new stuff. Bungo Stray Dogs 5th season. I swear the 4th season of it just came out recently, but I haven't seen it anyway. So anyway, we have Zom 100. In a trash-filled apartment, 24-year-old Akira Tendo watches a zombie movie with lifeless, envious eyes. After spending 3 hard years at an exploitive corporation in Japan, his spirit is broken. He can't even muster the courage to confess his feelings to his beautiful co-worker. Okay. Oh, there is more. Okay. And the co-worker's name is Atori. Then one morning he stumbles upon his landlord eating lunch, which happens to be another tenant. This whole city's swarming with zombies, and even though he's running for his life, he has never felt more alive. Okay. Just from the poster that I'm seeing, it looks like an interesting art style. I don't exactly know how to explain it. It looks interesting, but then again, that might not be what it looks like. Up next is Suki Nako ga Megane wo. Okay, I know Megane is glasses, so that's all I know. As the deskmate of Ai, Kaede Komura has always had his attention fixed on her. Attracted by her cute charms, all he wishes for is she would look at him with those beautiful eyes beneath those glasses. A few days after making his acquaintance, Kaede noticed something different about Eyes. Her eyes are squinting and her glasses are missing. Nonetheless, he still finds her adorable. Unexpectedly, Ai has a tendency to forget her glasses. Having terrible vision, she has difficulty going through her day at school. Thankfully, Kaede is more than willing to help her. As Ai starts relying on him, Kaide's feelings for him grow even more. Likewise, despite her short-sightedness, Kaede slowly becomes the person Ai always hopes to see. Okay, so they just took the running gag of Velma losing her glasses and made it an anime. Okay, I mean, I'll keep an ear out for it. It's not really grabbing me so far. It says comedy, but I could swear it's leaning more towards romance. The Duke of Death and his maid or something? The show is okay, I never finished it. Also, Devil's a part-timer second season? But we already had a second season. Yeah. I'm confused because we had the original that happened, what, almost a decade ago? Something like that? And then they had the one from last year. How is this the second? I don't know. I'm going to add it to my list anyway. I'm just not sure how they describe this as second season. Unless the original had 1 exclamation mark and this one has 2, and that's how they're justifying it. We have Watashi no Shiawase Nakekon. I think that's the most fluent Japanese I've ever spoken in a video. Mio Saimori was the unfortunate child of a loveless arranged marriage. After her mother died, her father brought in his lover and her own daughter Kaya. From then on, Mio was reduced to that of a mere servant. Even worse, while Kaya inherited the family's psychic abilities, Mio had none. She was truly the daughter with no merit. After years of being treated like dirt, Mio has learned to keep her head down, hide her pain, and obey every order. So it comes as no surprise that she is arranged to be married to this Kyoka dude, a military captain rumored to be so cruel that he has driven away almost every one of his potential lives. I feel like I know where this is going, but I'm gonna read on anyway. From a painful upbringing to a painful marriage, that's the future that awaits, or so she thought. Contrary to her expectations, her new husband is actually kind-hearted. I never would have guessed. Okay, it's done by Kinema Citrus, and I feel like I recognize that studio. I don't know why. I might be just looking at different studios and I might recognize it from something I haven't even watched. Oh, this is Rurouni Kenshin. Okay, I haven't seen the original. Why are they bringing stuff back all of a sudden? They're just bringing back a whole bunch of stuff. Interesting. Who knows, maybe after I watch Bleach, I'll watch Rurouni Kenshin. Over here we have Iokyo. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to begin to pronounce this. A long time ago, there existed a demon lord who terrorized throughout the world until a hero stepped in, ultimately defeating him and ending his reign, so and so and so on. The hero then created Rosewood Academy, an academy made to help heroes in training achieve supremacy and help defend the world when needed. Arnest Flaming? Oh, Arnest Flaming, a girl with a high sense of duty and the top of the academy, hence receiving the alias Empress of Flames. Okay, that's a cool name. Who one day encounters a lively, carefree new transfer student, Blade. A boy who seems equal in her power, something that she finds really irritating. Arnest was then personally requested by the king to supervise and show Blade around the school. Okay, I can see where this is going. Another one that doesn't sound like it's an isekai, but I can't take it seriously when they give a character a generic edgy name like Blade. Have Uchi no Kaisha no Chisai Senpai no Hanashi. Exactly. My senpai for work is tiny and cute. I feel like I've heard this before, maybe like a year or two ago. Shinozaki is an office worker who is taken care of and coddled by a senior team member, Shiori Katase, a gorgeous, profoundly kind, loving, and diminutive woman. He certainly hopes that she's not doing it out of duty, but her joy in doing so... Okay, yeah, I'm really vibing with this. It seemed like the opposite of My Senpai is Annoying from a couple years ago, and I kind of hinted at it before I read this. But it seems like the opposite, where the guy seems to be taking more of the serious, no-nonsense role. Okay, yeah, I'm really excited with that. Sugar Apple Fairy Tail is already getting a part 2. Well, it's a part 2, not a second season. Interesting. Okay, oh no, there's the vending machine anime. I don't even need to read this, but I'll read it just for pity's sake. A vending machine fanatic meets his demise when he is quite ironically crushed by a vending machine. I feel like I've read everything I need to know, but let's read on. To his dismay, he finds himself reincarnated as a vending machine in another world. And there you have it. Having re-emerged within a forest inhabited by frogmen and other monsters, and supplied with only 2 products, Boxo the vending machine. They call it Boxo? Required coins to keep himself stocked, powered, and upgraded with new skills. And he's rescued by a young woman. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, there was another anime where it was like vending machines but women instead. I can't think of what the name is. I haven't watched it, so obviously I wouldn't remember the name of it. This looks interesting. Let's move on to Level 1 Dakedo Unique Skill Desaikyo Desu. Unique skill, I wonder where this is going. Ryota Sato, who died from overworking in a black company, was reincarnated to another world. Although Ryota was alive, He was now burdened with the inconvenience that his level was fixed to 1 in this new world. Although he wasn't able to raise his level, he has a unique skill that can create a cheat-like item that shouldn't exist in the world for monsters. Knowing this, he maxed out his stats with the help of ability up items, and he gathered a number of weapons and items that could only be used by himself, which made him the strongest in stats and gear despite being level 1. Okay, so I'm well aware this is isekai trash. I am well aware that it's probably not going to be a legitimately good show, but there is only one reason I'm adding this to my list. The pink-haired girl. Umamiru Danshi wo Genshi Waha. Wataru Saijo, who is deeply in love with his classmate Aika Natsuwaka, approaches her without getting discouraged while having dreams about their mutual love. Wait, I think I've seen this. However, one day he woke up thinking, I am not really fit to be together with someone as good as her, huh? Upon realizing this, Wataru starts keeping an appropriate distance from her, much to her surprise. Could it be that he hates him now? Me now? Did his intention slip by her because she was getting impatient after arriving at the wrong conclusion? This is the start of a rom-com revolving around two people who just can't get their feelings across and both think their love is unrequited. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I remember reading something like that and seeing that picture before. I don't know where or how, but it sounds interesting enough. I mean, I'm not a sucker for romance stuff, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for it. But at the same time, it's just like any other romance where there's miscommunication and out of context things. So it might be good, it might be trash, who knows. Finally, one I can pronounce, Dark Gathering. Gentuga is a college freshman who hates ghosts. Unluckily for him, he has a knack for attracting spirits. 2 years ago, this connection had led him to receiving a spiritual injury on his right hand, with his friend getting caught in the crossfire. This event caused him to become a shut-in, leaving him with poor social skills. Fortunately, Keitaro is slowly starting to mingle with society thanks to Eiko Hokuzuki. As part of his rehabilitation, he takes on a part-time job of a private tutor, and his first pupil is none other than Eiko's cousin, Yaoyo Huzuki. Besides being a child prodigy, there is another peculiar. She has a spiritual constitution just like Keitaro. However, in contrast to Keitaro, she yearns to encounter spirits, hoping to find ghosts that took her mother away. He's dragged in. Okay. Interesting. I think this would be more fitting for the end of the year with October, but you know, it seems okay. We have Helk, I guess. While humanity celebrates the defeat of the Demon King by the hands of a lone hero, the denizens of the Demon World prepare for the contest of a lifetime. A tournament to decide who will inherit Demon King status. 3 months later, the tournament has been proceeding smoothly, while other than the fact that the favorite to come on top is the human hero Helk. With a smile and a wave, he easily bests his demonic competition, all while loudly proclaiming his hatred for humans? But he isn't. Yeah, you know, I'm not even gonna think about it. Though he calls for destruction of humanity, the truth of what lies behind his cheery facade remains a mystery. Okay, this Red Vamiro, one of the 4 Heavenly Kings, is doubtful, overseeing the realm of demons, seeks to uncover what the hero is truly after, with the title of Demon King Estate. Okay. Oh! Yeah, what's the name? Atelier Ryza? I don't remember. There was a YouTuber that I saw talking about this. It might have been the Anime Man, it might have been Glass Reflection, it might have been somebody. That, yeah, Atelier Ryza is like an anime character from some mobile game. And they're getting an anime. And the theme is medical. Okashi no Tensei. A promising patissier meets his demise and leaves the world without ever achieving his dream of making the world's greatest pastry. But he is given another chance. He reincarnates as a 9-year-old pastry Mille Mortelme? I don't know how to pronounce that. I thought pastry was part of this person's name. That would have been too on the nose. Determined to be a success in his second life. His life would not be as sweet as his treats though, as he encounters unfamiliar hardships in the new world. He must utilize his confectionery knowledge. Okay, I'll wait on it. Temple. Akegami. Akagami was always told by his father that no one can live alone, but he's sure determined. After all, his father wasn't saying it with the best intention, and he has no desire to become like that creep. But when a chance encounter for the young woman leaves him with thoughts that are all too impure, he decides to do what he must. Become a Buddhist monk and renounce his worldly ways. But the temple he decides to devote himself to is full of women, and that same young woman is there too. What's a guy to do? Oh, this is gonna be right up Giguk's alley. I can almost predict it right now. I'm claiming it right now. Just for the record, it is May 31st. This video comes out after he's already discussed it. I brought it up first. Undead Girl Murder Farce. Quite a name. The end of the 19th century, a vampire's wife is murdered, and the detective known as Cage User is called in to solve the crime. But there's more to the detective and the curtain bird cage he carries. After all, when solving a case involving a monster, it might just take one to know one. Yeah, okay. Dekiru Neko. When Sako took in a stray black cat, she never expected that he would become the equivalent of a housekeeping life partner. But Yukichi, a giant cat who towers over Sako, is not your ordinary feline. That's funny because Yukichi, that's similar to the black cat that I just saw in Bleach. I'm on like episode 15. I don't know if it's the exact same translation, but it's similar. He takes great pride in his culinary skills and a good sale at the supermarket. Always gets his whiskers twitching. He might always act together, but at least interesting. So it's the cat version of Senko. Mononogatari, haven't seen the first season. Spy Classroom, second season, haven't seen that. So we're just gonna go on to I No Adenshi. This science fiction omnibus depicting a doctor who treats robots and humanoid problems takes place in the near future, where humanoids and artificial intelligence account for 10% of the population. The main character, Pseudo Hikari, also has the undercover name Mogadit, under which he secretly takes on illegal medical procedures. For example, for a man who inadvertently infected his humanoid wife with a computer virus while illegally backing up her data, Pseudo proposes an operation to rewrite her memory using backup data. Interesting. Could an existence replaced by backup data truly be said to be the same as it was before? I'm going to add it to the list because it reminds me of... Oh, what's the anime? There's an anime that has like girl robot AI hybrids, and the main girl is called Ayla. I can't think of the name. I know that I'll find it out after I'm finished here, but that is what it reminds me of. Yami Shibai 11th season. It's done by Ilka. They did the BDSP games that we don't want to talk about. Bang Dream, I don't really care. We have another level 1, but now it's one room hero. 10 years ago, the hero Max defeated the Demon Lord in order to regain his power. The Demon Lord went into a deep slumber, but when he awakens, his body is only a chibi form of his fearsome self. Now curious to see what his enemy is up to, the Demon Lord visits Max, only to discover the mighty hero is living in a dirty, one-room apartment. The Demon Lord decides to move in with Max and help his old enemy become a formidable opponent once more. Yeah, that just reminds me of... What is that little girl that was a Demon Lord that came out a couple years ago? I can't think of the name. Any movies coming out? Oh, there is. Oh, Hibike Euphonium. Cool. Okay. But what about... Oh, I guess Black Clover is coming out sooner than the summer season. So I guess that's why it's not here. Oh. Another quintessential quintuplets that's the same as Horimiya. Okay. I mean, I wasn't wild about quintuplets at the start, but it started growing on me with the later seasons. But anyway, that is going to be it for this breakdown of the summer season There might be some stuff cut out, but I'm going to keep the important stuff that is in the video, at least in my opinion, the important stuff. But let me know what you're looking forward to from this season. It is going to be a shonen heavy season with JJK, Bleach, and even Rurouni Kenshin coming back. But let me know what you think about all of this down below, and I'll see you next time. Momentai.